Hello again, Struckwap. My stream's kind of late today, but I kind of expected it to be some sort of late because, well, I've been busy making my ultimate newbie guide, and the newbie guide is actually being processed by YouTube, so soon it will be up. Probably after my stream I'm gonna post on Twitter and Facebook and on Discord about this guide being ready. It ended up being very long. 3 parts, 3 videos, one 49 minutes, one of 32 minutes, and one of 26 minutes. And I just received a YouTube sub by Toby McIntyre. Toby, if you're watching, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel and helping me grow. I'm gonna keep playing the hero from yesterday, the Electrode Sharpshooter. And I'm gonna keep farming. I've been busy today all day, and I can't wait to share this updated newbie guide for Torchlight 3 with all of you. 2 of the videos have already been processed, but they're still pending, and the other video is still getting processed. But thanks to everyone who followed me while I was offline: Fundoms, Crunchy Cakes, Wesley B 1989, Decapitator 2748, Toxic Eskimo, and Vitoxing. And thank you all for following my channel while I was offline, if you end up watching this in any way. I'm gonna port to my fort and run straight to the Fazir, because we don't have much time. It's 9:40 p.m. so that's like what, an hour at best of streaming today. But there's 3 videos coming on my channel. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna stream sooner. Actually, surely gonna stream sooner. I still have some content prepared, but I already recorded the footage. Today I recorded the footage for the 3 beginners guide videos, for my review, and for another guide, small, very small guide, like 10 minutes, that I've got prepared for tomorrow. I just couldn't edit everything in one day. 3 videos is enough for a day. Yeah, tomorrow I can upload my review and that one other guide that I want to share with you, which is a small guide. It's a small guide about something specific in the game that I probably talked about those things in my ultimate guide, but I wanted to have this separate. So okay, let's do some Fazir. Let's do some Plague Bearer Fazir. I'm not a big fan of Plague Bearer, honestly, but let's do the Gearwalkie one. Yeah, busy day. Busy day, and I'm loving all the comments people are leaving on my website and under my videos. If your comment doesn't get answered immediately, eventually it will. I can see all of those as long as YouTube or my website shows me those. But yeah, sometimes I'm just busy with other stuff and I can't go immediately replying stuff. So yeah, let's keep farming stuff. I hope I don't die, because this weapon, I don't want to lose this weapon. I probably should have put it in the storage and used another one while doing the Fazir. But that's the whole point. I mean, you get a good weapon. What's the point of having a good weapon if I don't use it? So I'm just gonna try and play it safe. But my defense is not great. It's not great. 38, 45, and 48 are my weak links. I need to have at least everything to 60. It's gonna be hard though. Oh, charge bugs. This is gonna be one hell of a fight. I hope I can survive it. I should remember not to forget replenishing my potions, because normally that's what gets me. In many cases I just run out of potions and that's how I die. Probably 90% of my deaths were due to running out of potions and the game not dropping as much as I need to use. This is why I think the potion system really needs to change to something that just has a cooldown, and maybe add more potions, or even make it a healing skill system rather than a potion. But in any case, yeah, let's just try and finish this map. Should I rush it just by killing the bare minimum enemies and just running to the end of the map afterwards? Basically, the best way to farm is doing gearwalkie maps right now. Doing the 50% gearwalkie maps is your way of getting wood. Wow, the game's giving me so many charge bugs. And I don't mean bugs like glitches. I mean just the beetles. They're called charge bugs sometimes. Um, the base enemy. That's the name of it. Okay, there we go. Eventually, I know some people have asked me to update my guides, my builds with how to level up. And when I do have time, after I'm done with all the content I have planned, and I've got probably 6-7 videos of a different type of content, different guides, different hints and tips planned. Once I'm done with those videos, my review and those guides, I will start probably. I will start probably updating my websites and adding comments under my builds on YouTube with the suggested way to level up each build. In most cases, you're gonna level up a build as a completely different build and then respec around 15, 20, 25 points once you get the items needed to switch to the build in question. Because some builds are just not good for leveling up. But once you have the items and all the synergies, they're decent and worth switching to. Who's the plague bearer here? This one. Okay, that's good. That's good. Seeing this legendary and it happened twice. Seeing a legendary, but it's just a recipe, not anything special. Just a legendary recipe. It could put some glitter, some glimmer in your eyes, and eventually, yeah. No, it's just a recipe. Never mind. False alarm. Actually, I did the wrong thing. I need to go back. If I'm clearing the full map and if I'm farming for gear, might as well kill every single enemy in a gear walkie map. I'm not trying to push the fuzzier, honestly, so let's just kill everyone in the map and try to see where the legendary is hidden. By the way, while recording footage for my ultimate newbie guide, I got a legendary, but it was in a low level map, like a 40 something map, because I was farming a low level gear walkie map. And it was a Stormblade. And Sigadroy, thank you very much. I hope I'm not mispronouncing this. If I am, apologies. Welcome to the Struck Club. Thanks for the follow on Twitch to you. But yeah, if you guys need some assistance under the form of a user's guide, of a beginner's guide, it's coming. It's coming in like an hour when I'm done streaming. Whenever I'm done with my stream, it's just currently being processed by YouTube, and I couldn't wait anymore. I couldn't wait anymore for YouTube to do its thing, and just decide to get a stream before it's too late today. And hopefully today I can start my stream earlier and get more time to play and farm for this build, and this build will be actually a summoner build. Right now it's missing the summons, but in the end this build needs to have 19 summons. Each one of those 19 summons will be triggering, actually it will be 20 summons if we count Shasta. It will be 20 summons, and each of those 20 summons would be able to proc lightning strike. Those lightnings that fall from the sky, they're a passive of my subclass of the Electrode. And when I get the infectious shooter, that's gonna be so much more proccing. It's just gonna be unbelievable. We'll see how it ends up being. Okay. And they're invulnerable. Why and how? What kind of sorcery was this? The enemy was invulnerable. I'm not sure what happened there, but I was clearly seeing invulnerable message on my screen showing up a few times. Oh, and by the way, I'm running a giveaway on Friday at 10 p.m. my time. Right now my time is 9:51. So like 40 minutes after today, 40 minutes after now on Friday, I will be drawing 3 people to win a key. I won from one contest that the developers are running 3 keys to give away, a content creator contest, and they were giving those to 5 people. I'm not sure who else got one, but thank you Extra for giving me that key. Those 3 keys, so I can give 3 keys, 1 key per person. So there's gonna be 3 winners. So on Friday evening, Eastern European time, 10:30, which is 8:30 UK time, if it helps you kind of calculate your time zone. It's a Gleam giveaway. You can use exclamation raffle to get the link for that giveaway. And to sign up, you don't have to do anything special, just to follow on Twitch and just to visit my YouTube. It doesn't even ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just wanted to make sure that it has something for YouTube and something for Twitch viewers. You don't have to do both actions. If you want, you can do one. I don't know of a way to make it more balanced, but yeah, I'm giving people the option to win those keys in just those 2 simple steps. I'm not adding any stuff like Twitter, Facebook, etc., follows and whatever. And you don't have to pay anything to participate in this giveaway. What's this? Gumchi. Oh, hi dude, nice to see you. It's James, right? Gumchi is James from Discord. And welcome back. I see you've changed your name. Nice seeing you, James. How's the weather in Israel, James? We've been getting kind of sunny in the day, cold in the evening here. I guess in Israel it might be good all the time, the weather. Nice, nice. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Are you playing Torchlight 3 again, or are you kind of still disappointed from the game and will wait some more? For me, the only thing I'm kind of disappointed from is the lack of endgame, but they're already working on new endgame, and they already said that soon they will be ready to reveal something new, endgame related. So I can't wait to see what that will be. So okay, what am I gonna do? Yeah, let's do another Fazir dungeon map. First, let's put the pet to sell. My potions seem to be full, so I don't have to go and resupply. Oh, Gauntlet. There isn't a Gearwalkie map, unfortunately. Which one do I do? I'm gonna do the Gauntlet, just because it's goblins and it's fire, and my fire resistance is, I think, one of the good ones. And Bandit CI 81 is back, and he says, I love it. Since yesterday playing. Wow. Okay. Did you get a break? Remember to take breaks at least to stretch your legs. Um, Maybe flex your back a little. Give that back a little exercise. Believe me, as a streamer, I know how what should I say? How important it is to get a little bit of extra exercise on your backbone, on your back, on your spine. That's the word I was looking for. On your spine. I sound like someone's mama probably. But yeah, it is kind of this way. And by the way, guys, yeah, if you need new guides, it's coming today. I'm probably gonna say it a lot today. It's coming. I'm excited. I'm just excited to share this new guide, but I couldn't share it before my stream, so I will share it after my stream. It will be there. Yeah. It actually is there on YouTube. It's just still getting processed by YouTube. In fact, after this map, I'm gonna see what's happening. Might as well see it now. Yeah, after this map. Let's say after this map, I'm just gonna see quickly if there's any progress. Oh, they spawned behind me. This build will be a very interesting experiment. The Electrode Summoner, the Summoner proc monster, the Stormcaller Summoner build. And James says, I just don't like the permanent relics. The best thing they can do is to give us to choose one and then put the others as part of the endgame rewards. Well, they're never gonna do that. They've already confirmed they're never gonna consider adding adding a way to respect the relic. That's how they made it. The thing that they need to do is just give us a way to skip the story on a new out. I would like to be able to skip the story on a new out. I'm fine with doing the story 4 times, one on every hero. Okay, I can do the story once on Forged, once on Electrode, once on Flaming Destroyer, once on Sharpshooter, not Flaming Destroyer, once on Forged, once on Realm Master, once on Disc Mage, once on Sharpshooter. I'm fine with doing it that way. But when I want to do the same quest with a different relic, I like the option to just keep the story. Even if I have to level up from level 1 myself with Mapworks, with the current rates of Mapworks scrolls, it's gonna be boring, yes, but it's gonna be better than doing the story for the 20th or for the 30th time. I know for some people, okay, they're probably gonna be excited until the 6th or 7th playthrough. But for me, it's gonna be more like the 30th playthrough. And that's a problem for me, I guess, not a problem for others. But yeah, you gotta think about people who love theory crafting and building, and my hopes are with the modders. My hopes are someone would make a mod that allows us to power level outs and to get items for builds. I wouldn't mind a sandbox mode on single player where I can get insta level 60 and where I have access to every single legendary out there for free. Just to experiment with builds, and then I can figure out the builds and test those builds and level those builds up on the live server once I've finished making them. I wouldn't mind experimenting in single player and then streaming myself multiplayer, trying to get those builds leveled up. It's gonna be nice to have a sandbox. So hopefully some modders out there show interest into the game. I mean, the game's been getting a lot of interest from people. I expected much less people on launch day playing this game. And as a content creator, I can only be happy about this. I can only be happy about this, and thanks to everyone who has watched my content so far, and to everyone who's watching me stream. It really means a lot to me as a small content creator when I see the attention my content is getting. And not just the videos and streams, the website as well. I saw a lot of people have watched those, and I replied to some comments. I noticed some comments under my website versions of the builds. If you're watching, sorry for me replying late, I was busy. So I didn't open my browser. Normally when I'm editing and when I'm exporting videos, I don't run my browsers because they drain my RAM. And sometimes my Adobe Premiere might crash with just 16 gigabytes of RAM, which I'm gonna improve. I've got a hit list. First I'm getting myself a new PC case, then I'm getting myself 3070, and after that I'm gonna get myself some RAM, probably 32 gigabytes first and then another 32 later. That's on my hit list. We'll see. And I see what's here. Over here we can check this. Sorry, there's some noise outside my room, and I had to mute my mic for a moment so it doesn't bother you. But yeah, apologies for that. If you heard some noises, I do apologize for those. It was mostly people laughing, but I don't know. Some people might not like it on stream. But yeah, let's see. Just Vampy saying 20 times going through the story will annoy people. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm thankful for the test server. If it wasn't for the test server, I would never have been able to make this many builds before the game launched. The test server really let me skip the story on probably half of my builds. And to just go from level 2 to 46 without needing the story. This I thank the developers for making a test server in an early access game. I hope we managed to help them as much as they helped us with submitting some bug reports and reporting certain other things as feedback. And Bending CI says, what is the best beginner class? I think Sharpshooter is the best beginner class. But it's a clear tie. It's probably a clear tie with the Realm Master and Dusk Mage. Dusk Mage is a little bit harder because it needs Celestial Gauntlets to really start doing the real damage, and 2 more Celestial pieces. And the Realm Master just needs a few more levels until he gets the strong skills. The Realm Master is pretty strong even in the early levels, just not as strong if you don't get lucky with gear. Whereas with the Sharpshooter, if you get targeted strikes at level 5, or if you get some sort of a nice relic, and the good thing is if a class is weak in the early levels, you can always pick a certain skill like Sword Smash or Chaotic Strikes and invest into that. Chaotic Strikes, for example, is a great way to level up an Electrode build, this skill here. You can just spec into Chaotic Strikes and then later respec those points. It's not bad. It's definitely a great one. But yeah, now let me see if I've missed some more comments. Did you notice lately Twitch message not show up in YouTube with restream? Huh. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Which Twitch message not showing up in restream? Is it about the restream chat messages? And Alme said, tried Chaotic Strikes last night, super good DPS. Yeah, it's super nice DPS to level up builds. And not just to level up builds, you can make a whole build out of it. It's the Mayhem build. Every relic has one such... Oh, wait, I forgot I'm doing a gauntlet map, so it's never gonna end until I make it end. I forgot this is a map without drops. I picked the worst map to do for farming items. Or did I? Maybe I'm gonna get something good from the NPC at the end. And Alistair says, hi, what do you need to start doing damage with Dusk Mage? I didn't hear right. You need the Celestial set gauntlets and 2 more pieces. Celestial gauntlets give you 100% extra damage while in harmonic form for the price of 50% extra mana cost. If you have 3 pieces of the set, so Celestial Gauntlets plus 2 more pieces. Ideally, something like the boots, you need mana infused from the boots. So with the Dusk Mage, that's one of the classes where I would suggest wearing the boots instead of blue ones. And you can wear blue chest, blue legs with flat damage, legendary boots, legendary gauntlets, and legendary helmet. And you can swat the Celestial chest. But Celestial Gauntlets are a huge boost, especially if you pair it with 2 more pieces of equipment on the what's it called, on the Legendarium. Equipped, two more pieces equipped, and then pair it in the Legendarium with the breastplate. I mean, you can swat the boots, but if you swat the boots, that means you have to equip the gauntlets, the helmet, and the shoulders. And in some builds you wouldn't want the shoulders. But yeah, I hope this helps. It's one of the best Dusk Mage items. But keep in mind we're getting a full new set for every class. It's gonna be like the Skittering set and like the Arc Powered and Woods Beast, a set that every class can wear. And it's gonna be dropped only in the Fazier's dungeon. So only in the end game. And what it will do, we don't know yet, but it's gonna be interesting to figure out some nice builds with that set in mind. Okay, I'm gonna go back to some comments to see. James mentioned about needing 5 characters of the same class. Exactly. Exactly. The fun of mixing things is nice, but having to re-level 20 heroes is just it's just too much if you don't have a way to at least skip the story and do some sort of new way of grinding. We'll see how that works. I'm pretty sure Extra might reconsider if enough people on Note give them their opinion that they want some ways to easily and fast level up out heroes once they've done the story 1, 2, 3, 4 times, one with each hero. Something needs to be done. I hope something is done officially by the developers. If not, maybe someone could make a mod at least for single player experimenting. Because sometimes you just really want to test it for yourself instead of using a build calculator and trusting that calculator would be good enough. Okay, let's. Because it's one thing to do the theory craft. It's another thing to actually play the build and to see how it feels and to see whether you really like this combination or not. But yeah, it is a lot of fun as a game. There are just little bits there that some people may not like. My pet's away. Come on, pet, don't be away. I'm gonna replace something. I'm going to replace there's a lot of things. I'm going to replace this. Actually, this might be needed when leveling up. Let's replace... Oh, I've got room here, never mind. we're not replacing anything. Okay, next Vizier dungeon level. 22. Gear Waki Quoked. Fine for me. Bertolt Sorry says, hello everyone, I see you was creative with the base. A little bit. Again, I was a little bit busy today with content creation. You're gonna see the result of that content creation later. But overall, not a bad thing at all. So just a moment, I'm changing something here. Just need a minute. What was I gonna check? Oh, wait, my bad. I accidentally skipped something here. I was changing something, making sure everything's working. So let me quickly go into the game and check something here. And let's check something here. Okay. Almost done. Okay, ready to roll. Just needed to check something. Okay. So this map is quoked. They're gonna be going invisible on me. Well, I've got AoEs, so they can't hide from my AoE. I may not be able to see them, but my AoE is definitely gonna hit them. Oh, look at those jumping. Oh, the burst. The way he bursted. Oh, that was nice. So this is a Gearwalkie map. It means I need to clear every single enemy on this map. You never know where the legendary is hiding. Yeah, I'm running ridiculous. You can see the difficulty at the top corner. Once I'm done with the story, I do ridiculous. I mean, you might see me leveling up on practice, just for the sake of leveling up quicker, or finishing the story quicker, and avoiding some bullet sponges or whatever, where my gear is shitty. Leveling up on ridiculous, you're gonna wanna be lucky with items, and if the RNG is not on your side and your gear is under leveled, you're just gonna have to deal with bullet sponge kind of mechanics, run out of potions, have to go to the town, and it's not always pleasant for every single build to level up on ridiculous. Some builds are just not good for leveling on ridiculous. But when I do play on ridiculous because, well, it's challenging enough for me to play on ridiculous. I may not play hardcore just because I don't like losing progress. And I need those heroes leveled up for build purposes. Every hero I make means I can then squeeze a few builds out of that hero. After I'm done with the summoner build on this one, I'm gonna do a basic attack build, and after that I'm probably gonna do another one with a different skill and try to squeeze at least 3 builds. But even if I don't squeeze 3, 2 builds are guaranteed. Because I've already got one. I've got the electrified, and I'm definitely making the summoner, and I'm definitely making the basic attack build. For the basic attack build, I will be switching onslaught with explosive arrow, so I can get the explosive arrow tier 3 proc synergized, and I will be putting 4 points into scatter shot for the ranged basic attacks, and I will have to be using a bow, and I will be using for the basic attack build the relic proc. But yeah, I've got like 15 minutes left or so. I don't have much more time left today to stream. As I said, I was too busy making content, and I will be streaming a little bit more today. Actually, a lot more, hopefully. Not today, tomorrow. I mean, I will be streaming more tomorrow. But today after my stream, I will go on YouTube and finish uploading my videos. They're uploaded, they're just being processed by YouTube, and I just need to finalize this upload, which I kind of I started streaming in the middle of the upload because I just couldn't wait for YouTube to process this. I wanted to stream today a lot. If someone wants to play, by the way, if someone wants to play multiplayer, let me know when we can group up. Even if I stop streaming, I can still keep playing. I'm just gonna need like 15 minutes or so after I stop streaming to sort the videos. But I hope all the information I'm providing you with today in my 3 videos will be helpful to new and returning players alike. I try to include as much as I can. This is why it's 3 videos. Okay, and I'm actually gonna upload those videos also on my website. I'm gonna make a post about them. And expect some more content tomorrow on my YouTube channel. I've got 2 things planned. One of them would be a review of the game. To those of you wondering if they should buy it and what's in the game, whether it's worth your bucks, and what the pros and cons of the game are, and what's to be expected in the future. Let's see if I missed any comments. Mace YP says, Trucks, I wouldn't mind teaming up, so can show me the awesome way. I can try to. I can try to. Yeah, we can team up after my stream. You can write to me on Discord, and I'm gonna reply, and we can group up. I think you already added me, didn't you add me on Steam? If you haven't, here's the Steam friend code. I mean, average game sometimes is not bad. I mean, at launch, how many games are not average when they launch? It's weird because Riker said a lot of good things about Wilson, but look at what happened to Wilson. So he said a lot of good things about Wilson in his review. Believe me, one of my real life buddies shared that with me. And I don't want to throw shade or anything. I respect him and I love his content, and I've watched him stream. And before I started making content and I was only consuming content, I used to watch Riker's content for Diablo 3. But again, for him it could be average. For me it could be more than Diablo 3. Again, it's all about personal taste, and that's what it is. That's the same thing with food critics and with movie critics. Some people like one movie, others hate it. Some people like a certain type of food, others hate it. It's kind of how it is. Speedy Baker, when I start my summoner, can I tell you this is gonna be a summoner. This build I'm playing right now will become a summoner. I'm just waiting to get extra skill points from the set, and eventually I will put Goblin Legion and I will replace Lightning Barrier, and then I will get the Bone Walker and Bone Razor for skeletons, and that's gonna be 10 skeletons, 9 goblins, and Shasta. I do have already a few summoner builds. I have a Forged Summoner, which is the Mechromancer. I have the Nethermancer Mage. I have an Ice Summoner Sharpshooter. I have a Summoner Realm Master with the Train, which is an ancestral one. It's not focusing on Train, it's focusing on the other summons. And I have a Sharpshooter Bane Summoner, so I've already got 5 Summoner builds. But this will be my 6th summoner build with the Electrode, out of the box summoner build. Eventually I want to make a summoner build with the Blood Drinker as well, to see how that would go. But probably with a different class, we'll see. Maybe with this one, but the next hero I level up will be something different. Haven't decided what yet. It could be a Bane Train, we'll see. I feel like playing a Bane Train, haven't played one in a long time. And Gumshi Wosen is not bad. It's not bad, to be humble, but it's got the XP rates of a game from 20 years ago. An MMO game from 20 years ago. I would have still played Wosen if it wasn't for the XP rates. My number one reason for not liking Wosen is the bad XP rates. And the mobile campaign. The mobile game campaign, where you can't return into those zones. It's a waste of assets if you're not reusing your story assets. And if you're not allowing people to go back into those zones and do some sort of end game. See, if they added something like Diablo 3 bounties, where you can return into the story zones and revisit some of the enemies from the story, it would have been such a nice way of recycling content for a good reason. But my main problem is the shitty XP rates. Past level 80, 81, it just becomes boring. I don't have the patience to be a zombie just to get XP. I don't mind grinding for gear, but grinding for XP doesn't sit well with me. If I wanted to grind for XP, there's many other games I can play out there that are not isometric hack and slash shooters. And Speedy Baker says anyone is better for leveling. Well, you see, when it comes to summoners, the trained summoner is very strong. How to level it though, and that remains. I'm not sure what the most efficient way to level up a train Bane build would be. In general, summoners don't become very strong until the later levels, like at least level 20 something. Because you don't have enough skill points to get the most out of it. For example, the 100% minion damage from Miasma is at level 10. Unless you get level 10 Miasma by getting some items that give you Miasma levels, you're not gonna have that strong of a minion damage. But I do like leveling up with Spectral Spider when leveling summoner builds. Or you can focus on the quest skills. You can focus less on the relics and more on the quest skills and level it up as a focus oriented on the quests rather than the summoner. For example, you can level up with targeted strikes and focus on targeted strikes. As long as you have targeted strikes, Goose tier 1 and Shasta tier 2, you can still level up a summoner with Sharpshooter. With the train, you would want Lantern Flash tier 2, Blasting Charge tier 1, and what's its name? And you would want some sort of thing for damage, anything. It could be train, it could be slammer skills, but you would want those two skills there for the passive Lantern Flash tier 2 and the active Blasting Charge. So I'm probably gonna do 1 or 2 more maps. Let's do this boss fight and 1 more map, and then I'm gonna have to be done with it. But as I said, I'm fine for grouping up with people. We can just team up after my stream, after I'm done with my videos uploading. Let me check what's happening with them. So from the 3 videos, one of them is still not ready, and the other ones seem to be. Okay, I'm gonna do this boss fight, then another map. I can probably do a Mapworks portal after that. I'm gonna do Shriekbeak. I like Shriekbeak. You want a studio who drop everything from the table and copy every ARPG with only the good aspects and make a fantastic game. That's gonna be nice. You sent me a Steam invite. Okay, I'm gonna accept it. Just a moment. Yeah, I see it. Thank you. Thank you very much for the invite. Let's see if I missed some comments. War187, I keep getting the same legendary chanting recipes. Do they ruin my chance of getting legendary gear drop if I get legendary recipe? I think recipes are separate. Gwen said that he doesn't like Riker and that he's a D3 fanboy. I missed that comment. I'm glad I scrolled up now to see. And War says, how do you get 14k DPS? My one hand gives me like 8k DPS. See, the DPS on the weapon gets combined with crit chance and crit damage. So crit chance, crit damage plus your one-handed weapon equals your DPS. So you probably either have less crit chance or less crit damage if you don't have 14k. Because my one-handed is 8.5k too, as you can see. So sorry for missing some of the comments. I try to catch up when possible. And Gwent is saying that he completely miscued his sharpshooter. Okay. That totally explains why he might not have loved it. But I was on his stream once when he was playing Realm Master, Electrode Realm Master in the early access like a month or month and a half ago, and I was giving him some hints, and he enjoyed those hints apparently from the looks of it. I was trying to explain certain things. It was when they did the subquest change, the relic after the relic update. I was in his chat and I did give him some hints and tricks, but again, he's a showman, and there's nothing wrong about being a showman. It works for him, he does content, he does builds, and people love him for what he is. I mean, that's the most important thing. There's always an audience for what you do on YouTube. No matter what you do, even people that I normally wouldn't watch. I'm not gonna name people that I normally wouldn't watch for whatever reasons. Get watched. I mean, even I have gotten weird comments why people can't stand my videos because of my voice or accent. Someone asked me, do you have a a text version of this build because I just can't I can't listen to that voice. And I understand it. I mean, there are certain voices and accent I can't listen to myself, and I would rather see a text version of. And again, no matter what someone does on YouTube, there's gonna be people who would probably share the same views and would think the same way or would enjoy that content. And I don't enjoy all the content I watch, but I watch all sorts of content as long as it's not content from the same game I'm doing. I'm trying to not watch content other than streams of the games I make content for. So for Torchlight 3, I wouldn't mind watching someone else's stream, but I try to stay away from other people's builds and stuff like that, like the plague, so I don't end up subconsciously copy-pasting their build when making one from myself. Alright, last map of tonight, stream-wise. As I said, I don't have much time. I was too busy editing all day from 1 in the afternoon until 9:30, 8.5 hours or 8 hours maybe, if I count my breakfast. So I'm gonna do this map and then go ahead and upload this ultimate newbie guide. Hopefully it's to your liking, folks. I try to keep it simple, yet in detail. In many things, about many things I'm talking in detail, especially about the Fazir. It's kind of like a roller coaster. It's kind of like an emotional roller coaster making this guide, because I end up getting heated when talking about certain things. So it's a bumpy ride, and so will be my review of the game. My review of the game will be a very bumpy, emotional roller coaster of a ride. And my review is probably coming tomorrow. I recorded most of the footage, if not all of the footage, for my review today. I just need to edit it, chop up the salami, put the pieces together, and add the transitions and everything tomorrow. So tomorrow you should expect to see my review of the game, with one more extra guide. Without revealing, I'm gonna keep the extra guide a surprise. It's small. Most of you probably know all the things I'm gonna say in that small mini guide. But I'm pretty sure some people might need to know this. And let's see what comments I missed. I missed a comment. I just wanted, okay, I missed a comment. Hey Struck, I followed you for a time and I was really liking the Electron build, but it's really hard to level up. Are you planning to make a detailed guide for the main build? Also for new players, max out this first and then that. So some explaining on stream, but still. Also like the content so far. Wesley, I will tell you if you want how to level up. At the end of the stream, I'm gonna quickly tell you how to level up an Electrode build. I said it a lot of times yesterday, probably 6-7 times, but I can say it again today. And Zeus is saying, is there a leveling guide for this build? I can give you the leveling guide as well. So we've got 2 people waiting for this. Let me finish this map, and then right before I stop my stream, I'm gonna tell you how to level this one up. The key thing would be chaotic strikes. This would be the skill you level up with. On any Electrode build, I strongly recommend leveling up the build as a chaotic strikes build. And eventually, once you have enough levels and skill points, you can transition into an Electrode proc monster built with Onslaught. So you're probably going to be using targeted strikes and chaotic strikes. And targeted strikes, you can keep it at level 1. It's good enough. It's good enough at level 1 to level up with. You would want to focus on chaotic strikes. Chaotic strikes is a monster to level up this relic with. Especially if you stack energy cost reduction and energy recharge rate, this would make you probably even want to consider playing with just chaotic strikes as a skill if you like it too much. The Electrified Sharpshooter I also leveled up. There's recordings of my streams leveling up the Electrified Sharpshooter, and if you've noticed, I leveled it up as a Chaotic Mayhem build, kind of, as a Egg of Mayhem Chaotic Strikes build. I think that's how I leveled it up. I'm not really 100% sure because it was a long time ago, probably 2-3 weeks ago. But you would just want to save like 15-20 respectacles, maybe more, maybe 25, and then change when you have the items for the full build. You don't want to put points into Scout's Bones, maybe just 1 point, until you get the Infectious Shooter. So you just focus on Lightning Strike, Royal Shasta, for the tier 2 bonus, Lightning Strike maxed out, Chaotic Strikes maxed out, Sacrifice to Goose tier 1, and the rest will just follow. The rest is just fillers. You would probably want Revolt eventually. I'm just gonna tell you all the skills in a moment. Let me just finish this map. And I'm gonna tell you, at level 1 you do this, at level 2 you do this. Feel free to clip it when I do so. Maybe other people might want it, and I might save this clip and give it to people in regards to how to level up the build. But yeah, I'm gonna say it in a moment. I can give you the important things until like level 20 something, how to spend the points. After that, it's just starting to do the fillers. Let's see. Where is the boss fight? Okay, it's here. One more elite and then it's the boss fight. Okay, almost done with this. I was extra careful with those bombs falling next to me. If you miss the stream on Friday, it's not gonna be a problem. If you end up winning, I will see it. I will see it. You don't have to be online at the time of drawing. I will see who wins and I will try to contact them through Gleam. And I will give them some time to collect their rewards. I can give them a few days to respond. I mean, obviously after 2-3 days, if people haven't responded, I'm gonna think something's happened and still probably give them extra a little bit more time. I'm patient. I mean, so there should be a way to contact people through Gleam. If I can't contact people through Gleam, I will try to contact them through another way, but it should be able to tell me. I mean, Gleam is an important famous platform for giveaways, so it should have some sort of scripts for everything there. Automated notifications when you win by email. Fighting boss in a purple dungeon and 12% HP, then the game crashes. Unlucky. Unlucky. Okay, so guys, let me quickly tell you now how to level this build. At level 1, you get tight grouping. Everyone does it. At level 2, you put 1 point into localized storm. At level 3 and 4, you don't spend your points. And at level 5 you would have extra 2 points, so extra 1 point from level 5. That's 2 points from level 5 and the 2 points from before that. So from those 4 points you spend 3 points into Ghost Visage to get the tier 1 bonus and 1 point into Chaotic Strikes. Then at level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, actually 10, which is gonna give you 2 points, you will have a total of 6 points. Those 6 points you could either save or you can just put them into Chaotic Strikes. I would suggest maybe put 5 points into Chaotic Strikes and save 1 point for Sacrifice to Goose. And now you're level 10. And for the next 5 levels, after level 10, you would be saving points. Maybe you can put 1 point into Lightning Barrier, but you want to put 5 of the 6 next points into Lightning Strike. So at level 15, you start saving points. And at level 20, those 6 points from 16, 17, 18, 19, and the 2 points from 20, you put into Royal Shasta. And now you're at level 20, and Shasta is tier 2. And this one is at least 1 point, and this one is at least 1 point. And whenever you have the option, switch from tight grouping to targeted strikes. Whenever you have a spectacle, switch from tight grouping to targeted strikes, and eventually start putting points into revolt. In fact, throughout the process, instead of putting point into Lightning Barrier, you might want to put that point into revolt and save Lightning Barrier for later. After that, you just start leveling up Chaotic Strikes until it's maxed out. After that, put points into Targeted Strikes until it's maxed out. and then maybe start leveling up reward until the tier 2 bonus. You probably won't need the extra charge, but if you need it, go ahead and get it. And next, the priority should be tingling sensation if you don't have chance to shock. Of course, at level 21 you would want to put 1 point in 1000 volt burst. 1 point is enough for now. Once you max out this, you can try and max out this one if you like it. It's not bad, and then maybe try and get this maxed out as well. And yeah, eventually something like Energizer would be useful when you have points. 1 point into Lightning Barrier is not bad. And then eventually the last piece of the puzzle would be putting Scout's Bones when you find the Infectious Shooter. If you like it before the Infectious Shooter, sure, use it, but you might wanna get that after. And there's a second version where instead of the Infectious Shooter and Scout's Bones, you're using max level Goblin Legion and the Rifle of Leadership. That's one second version. For that second version, you would want to use Bone Walker equipped and Bone Razor in the Legendarium. The third version, which I'm going for, is replacing not Scout's Bones, but replacing Lightning Barrier with Goblin Legion. So you would have here, instead of Lightning Barrier, Goblin Legion, and for the version I said earlier, instead of Scout's Bones, you're getting Goblin Legion. Keep in mind, I'm missing 12 skill points. If I get the Musketeer set, I get 12 skill points, which means 8 points go into Goblin Legion, plus 2 from the set, and then I would have some more points to put into something like Energizer or 1000 volt burst or whatever. In fact, I think I'm getting 14 points. 2 from here, 2 from here, 2 from here, that's 6, 2 from here, 8. 2 from here and 2 from here. So that's actually, yeah, 12 points. I can get 12 points. And 1 point from here, that's 13 points. And I'm putting 8 points here, and I've got 5 points. Which could get me some little bit of a 1000 volt burst. It could give me the duration, but I need 2 more points to get the Leafs missiles behind, which I could probably downgrade this. But yeah, that's it for this build. Again, I wish I could stream for longer today, but I can't for various reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and upload those 3 videos properly, announce those uploads. Thank you for watching. I would put this in the build guide. I would put this, and I would do that for every single build, how to level those builds, the suggested ways to level up the build itself, and the suggested build to level up as if you want to level up with the other skills. But again, thanks for watching today. I will try to stream earlier tomorrow than today. Hopefully I would finish the editing tomorrow quicker than today, because there's less stuff to edit and record. So again, keep it cool. Thanks for the follows, for the subs and everything. Until next time, and goodbye. And stay tuned on my YouTube channel if you want to see those video uploads soon.